When you get what you want, maybe I should start over. Let's go.
Get in here. Get him on shore. Look at you. Fish on. Get dinner bait, baby.
Welcome back to another great day in the outdoors, the Sportsman's Tradition.
Today we have a little project. Bryce, until this point, has been hunting, using his ballistic charts to raise up at different distances and put the bullet where he needs to. And now we got this turret in the mail today from Kenton Industries. So we're going to try to set up the gun. We've got it zeroed at 200, but we're going to double check that. And then we're going to install the turret, which is going to allow us to just read the dial. If it's 300 yards, we set the turret to 300 yards and you center the crosshairs and go. Fire in the hole. With the left to right wind of about 10 miles an hour, I'd say we're on. We're confident we got the zero in at 200, and that's what we had the turret designed at. So now we're going to change the turret to the Kenton Industries turret, which was designed by the ballistics of this gun. You got to give them the elevation you shoot. You got to give them the round you're shooting. Like in our case with this one, we're using the 147 grain ELD match 6.5 Creedmore by Hornady. And there's some other things that you'll have to answer on the website. You put in all your data and how far you want to, or where your zero wants to be. If you're shooting MRAD or MOA, you gotta give them all this information, and then they'll design the turret for you, send it to you in the mail. And then you just replace this one here. I've got it set back to the zero position. I did the factory reset, just in case you haven't seen that, is you basically loosen this top screw while you're holding this tight. You pick it up after you get it zeroed and you set it back down onto the zero. So I can use this turret in the same way as the other one, but you got to know the math and all that stuff. This one's designed for this MRAD scope, and I don't have to do the math. It's got the numbers of what we're going to do. So I'm not going to reset it to zero, obviously, but I'm just going to take a coin. You hold this tight so you don't move it at all, because we want to stay zeroed right here. And we pull this out. Put it straight up. Put it in my little tray. The secret with this one is there's a series of numbers on here, but we are going to zero at 200, and they put a little triangle there to let us know where it is. So that 2 is going to go right there on the up arrow. Okay, we got that down. They sent me a new cap. It's obviously going to do the same as this one, but we're going to go ahead and use the one that came with it. Hold this tight so when you tighten down, you're not turning. Get it nice and snug. And it's ready to go. Now the next test will be to set it out to 300 and take a shot. And all we're going to do to set it to 300 is go right to here, to the 3. Well, as you can see, the up and down is pretty darn good, and that's what we're looking for in that turret. The left to right, again, is wind. The problem is, I would love to go 400, 500, or even 600 today, but we don't have the space at this spot, but we'll get there soon. Well, all in all, I'd say I'm pretty pleased with day one with the new Kenton Industries custom turret. It performed like we needed, out to 300 yards. We got a ways to go. I want to get more distance, obviously, and the wind was kind of getting a little bit nasty. We've got some more time before our hunt. So Kenton Industries was referred to us by some friends and family, and there's others that do this too. They will have turrets for most of the main scopes out there on the market, and if they're not currently carrying yours, they could still do a custom strip that you can, it's kind of like a tape that you can put on yours and do the same thing. So anyway, you got to know a lot of stuff, like what round you're using, your barrel, the altitude you typically hunt. There's a lot of data that you'll see on the website, and if you give them that data, they will put you together a custom turret that has worked so far for us. So until next time, just remember to get those kids outdoors, away from the PlayStation, and have a good day.